Hello everybody, my name is Alex from Pilates with Alex, and for your Glow in Motion workout video today, I'm going to be taking you through your mat Pilates beginner-friendly, core-focused workout. I'm of course dressed in my Glowmode festive red set, including the crossover leggings and the BBL jacket, the viral jacket. We're all obsessed with that. I'm loving it. Now, you're not going to need any equipment today. All we want to make sure is that you don't have any injuries. You've got a mat or a space that you can work out. Grab your equipment. Let's get going. Getting started in a 4-point kneeling position. You want to have the hands directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly underneath the hips. So for the warm-up today, we're going to be starting with your cat and cow. So as you inhale, look down at the belly button, really arch the back. Exhale, look back ahead, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale down, exhale forward. 2 more. And exhale forward. Last time. And forward. Beautiful. Next, we want to stay in this 4-point kneeling position, keeping the wrist directly underneath the shoulders. We're going to go for a single leg extension. So as you exhale, can you start to lift the right leg up, bringing it in line with the hip, and then lower the knee back underneath. Exhale, left leg lengthens away. You lift it up, lower the toes back down, and then fold the knee. Keep going like that. Last time on the left. And then folding the leg back down. So the legs work, let's test out the arms. So as you inhale, can you reach the right arm forward? Exhale, lower the arm back down. Let's try out the left side. And then lower. You want to be mindful that you're not rocking the body side to side. So you're holding the core engaged, just finding that balance. And then when you have lowered both arms down, we're going to test out opposite arm to opposite leg. So let's go with the right arm and the left leg, lengthening and lifting up, and then gently lowering everything back down to that start position. Left arm, right leg lift up, and then we gently lower back down. Keep going. And lower last time, and lower back down. Now we're going to add on here. So I want you to start by lengthening the right leg behind, lifting it up slightly, making sure you're not going too high, so we don't want to start to lose that alignment. You're going to start to bend from the elbows, bring the nose down towards the mat, and then exhale, straightening the arms. Inhale as you lower, exhale, push back up. We'll do 3 more, and up. 2 more, and up. Last one, and up. Beautiful. Now we're going to fold that right leg back underneath the hip. We're going to do the same with the left. So we're going to lengthen the left leg away from the body first, then lift it up slightly, keeping that core engaged and the hips nice and steady. Let's go for your press-ups on the other leg. So inhale, lower. Exhale, straighten the arms and lift back up. Bending from the elbows, exhale up. 2 more, and up. Last one, and then lift it back up, lower the toes down, and fold from the knee. Now we're going to finish off with a 10-second hold for the plank. So let's walk the arms forward slightly, tuck the toes under, and then lift it up. I'm just going to breathe, and we're going to hold. Beautiful stuff. Three, 2, and 1. We lower the knees down, sending them a little bit wider. Little child's pose just to stretch out. Beautiful. Now we're going to come to sit onto our hips, so onto our side. We're going to go for your side bend. This one's a little bit weird to get into. You're going to have the hand aligned with the back of your mat. Then I want you to align your bum and your feet with the back of the mat as well. Top hand will come onto the hip, and the top leg wants to fold and tuck into that little nook of the underneath foot. You want to make sure that the bottom knee stays down and the top one points up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to be lifting just the hips up. So as you inhale to prepare, exhale, you're going to start to lift the hip and rainbow the arm overhead, feeling that nice side body stretch. Gently lower yourselves back down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower back down. Keep going. Can we do 2 more? And then this will be the last one. And then gently lowering back down. We're going to roll and sit onto our hips, so sit onto your bum. You are going to have the legs folded. Hands are going to hold behind the backs of the thighs. We're going to go for some rollbacks next. So keeping the back nice and upright to begin with. Feet stay planted down onto the mat. You're holding the backs of your thighs to begin with for a little bit of support. We want to start with a pelvic tilt behind, and you're going to start to roll back, 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 until you find a little tiny wobble in the abdominals. Then we want to hold. Then we want to lift back up over our thighs and into that flat back position, and we go again. Tuck and roll behind. Maybe you can go a little bit further this time. Hold. And then we lift back up. Can we test out with no arms next? So lengthening the arms forward, tuck and start to roll back. Hold. And then lift back up. Can we do that one more time? And then we lift back up. And the next time we're going to go all the way down. So tuck, curl, and lean all the way back. Hold for a little moment. 3, 2, on the 1, let's lie back. We're going to straighten the legs for a moment, making sure that you're in a nice, stable position. Hands are going to come either side of the body. Then I want you to fold the legs back onto the mat. You want to make sure that the abdominals are slightly engaged, head is nice and stable, and the shoulders continue to roll back. So you're not lifting them up towards the ears, they stay connected with the mat. We're going to start to prep the abdominals, go for a single leg reach next. So as you inhale, can you lift the right leg up to tabletop, keeping that nice 90-degree bend in the knee, and then gently rest the foot back down, keeping the hips steady. Left leg lifts up, and then we lower back down. Let's go for one more on the right. And down. Last time on the left. Now I want you to hold the left leg steady, engage the abdominals like you're putting on a tight pair of jeans, and then the right leg is going to lift up to join. I want you to make sure there's no arch in the lower back, but also not aggressively pressing that body down. So keeping everything zipped up, engaged and stable. I always use the analogy of a little bowl of water onto the belly. So we're going to hold the shins parallel with the ceiling, 90-degree angle with the legs, and then as you inhale, I want you to straighten your right leg forward into a high diagonal. And then we exhale and fold the leg back. Inhale, left leg lengthens. Exhale, we fold. Let's go for one more on the right. And fold. Last time on the left. Can we hold the left leg steady? And can the right leg join? You're going to hold that abdominal engagement. This one is tough. It looks easy, but I want you to try and hold it steady for 3, 2, and 1. Gently fold the legs back. Now we're going to add the head, neck, and shoulders. So I want you to exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Hands are just lifted off the mat, reaching away from where your head is. We're going to lengthen the left leg forward. The right leg is going to join. And I want you to hold it here. Just breathe through it. Heels are together. Inner thighs are wrapping around one another. And we stay for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Let's fold the legs. Lie the head, neck, and shoulders back down. And then gently take the feet back onto the mat. All right, so next we're going to be going into your shoulder bridges. So I personally like to walk my feet a little bit closer towards the bum, making sure that the knees stay in parallel. The hands are going to press down. You want to be mindful that there's absolutely no pressure on your neck whatsoever. So we're going to start with just a simple pelvic tilt behind and then release. Pelvic tilt behind and then release. Last time we're going to pelvic tilt. I want you to Squeeze the glutes, press into the heels of the feet, and start to lift the bum up towards the sky. Hold it for that shoulder bridge for a moment before you start your descent back down, one vertebrae at a time. Let's go again. Tuck the pelvis behind, curl and lift the hips up. Squeeze in the glutes at the top. And then slow articulation back down, one vertebrae at a time. Can we do 2 more? And then slowly back down. This is the last one. We're going to try and stay up. Squeezing the glutes nice and high. Can you, without tilting the hips, lift the right heel off and then lift the right leg up to tabletop. Press the right toes back down onto the mat, then rest the heel. Doing the same on the left leg. Left heel lifts up, leg comes to tabletop, toes down, and then heel rests. Articulating the body back down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, lift the hips up. Now I want you to squeeze the glutes nice and high and then keeping the abdominals engaged, so making sure there's no arch of that lower back. Inhale, drop the hips halfway down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift back up. Inhale, lower, lift, lower and lift. 4 and lift. 3 and lift. 2 and lift. Last one, hips are high. Inhale, exhale. Slowly articulate the body back down. And now we want to finish off your supine work, so lying on your back, by inhaling to prepare. Feet are back to that nice folded, strong position. Exhale, curl to lift the head, neck and shoulders. I always use the analogy of imagine like you are folding in half through the middle ribs. Head stays nice and steady, no pulling on the neck. Now we're going to lift the left leg up to tabletop, then the right leg is going to join. You can hold the legs steady, and we're just going to start by pumping the arms up and down. Now this is called your 100 because Joseph Pilates expected us to do 100 pats. You can keep the legs where they are if this feels enough for you. If you want a little more, you are going to extend the legs into that high diagonal. You can start to lower the legs, which again makes it more challenging to hold the body steady, or as I mentioned earlier, holding where you are. Keep pumping the arms, keep breathing. Holding for a moment, taking the feet back down, and then gently resting the head back onto the mat. Now we want to get back up to seated, so I'm going to ask you to bring your legs together. Squeeze the inner thighs, hands can grab the backs of your thighs if you would like. We need to inhale to prepare, exhale, start to lift up to seated, and then we're going to roll onto that right hip to do your side bend on the other. So we're going to be aligning your hand with the back of the mat, your bum and your feet with that back edge. Top leg is just going to open up and tuck into that little groove of the bottom leg. Remember, the bottom knee stays down, top knee pointing up towards the ceiling, and the upper hand resting onto that outer thigh. You want to inhale as you prepare. Again, be mindful, wrist is underneath the shoulder. Exhale as you start to lift the bum up. We are rainbowing the arm overhead, and then very slowly bringing the hips back down with control. Exhale, lift up, and then lower back down. Exhale up, and then inhale back down. Final 2 times. And down, and then this is the last time. And then very gently bringing the hips back down. I would highly recommend you include some sort of stretching at the end of your exercise. Thank you for all your hard work. I hope you are feeling strong, and I hope that you were able to take some time out for yourself amongst all the craziness that happens during this festive period. Let us know any other workouts you would like to see. Is there any specific movements, patterns, any type of exercise that you are keen to see? Let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to move with you soon.